seeing? A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They think there's room to run to the right here. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense is in man coverage. The problem is they don't have guys that can match up from a size speed standpoint with this tight end. So the QB found the right matchup, was able to hit him on the corner route, and it's a big play for this offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on! These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
To the air. It's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Grab behind the line. It's dealt. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Robinson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try to get the edge with a toss play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there.
Got it inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to punch it in.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Going for it all. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Thomas. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Turning on the Jets. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Handoff to the lone back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short.
Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the shotgun. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away.
It's a running room. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. The play-action fake. Throwing right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. The 10.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th in California.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw at Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, a lot of space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
29 Phillies.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. He's loose. The 40. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Give to the single back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Alston. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Motion from the wide receiver. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On the ground, it's Alston. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Auburn sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Creates a little space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense getting to the quarterback, making the play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. That is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And, man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he didn't get all of it, and the field goal just falls a little bit short.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Easy.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Let's see what he can do with it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They want that clock to run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
3:25.
Gives it on the option. Running to Green. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry.